first thing you need to do before taking the dryer apart is to disconnect it from the wall outlet and keep it disconnected. Let me show you how to open the front bottom panel. You will need a spatula like this. This is how you use the spatula to compress the holding clip and open the panel. And this is how you push on the panel until it snaps in place. Now that you know how to do it, use the spatula to compress the two holding clips and open the panel. You can lay it on the floor if you want to. If you want to remove the panel, just pick it up and unhook it from the bottom hooks and put it away. To install the panel back, set it on the two bottom hooks, align it, and push it until it snaps in place. Let me show you how to remove the filter housing. First, remove these holes, then remove these two holding screws. Open the dryer door, hold the filter housing with your right hand, and with your left hand remove the filter. Close the door, then remove the filter housing. Now you have access to the thermal fuse, the operating thermostat, the thermal cutoff, the high limit thermostat, and the heating element. To install the filter housing, just set it in place, hold it, open the dryer door, insert the filter in place. This will hold it down. Close the door, install the two holding screws, connect the hose, and close the panel. Push it in, make sure that it snaps in place. To open the controls panel, you will need to remove these two screws. Go ahead and remove the screw. If you're using a cordless drill, be careful you don't strip the head of the screws. Pull the controls panel, lift it up, and let it rest on its hinges. To remove the top panel, remove these three holding screws. Grab the top panel, pull it forward, and take it out. When you install the panel, you need to hook it up to these tabs. To install the top panel, set it in place, make sure you hook the tabs, then hit it with your hand until it goes all the way to the back. Go ahead and screw in the three top panel holding screws. Lower the controls panel, set it in place, and screw in the holding screws. How to open and close the controls panel that uses end caps. The first thing you need to do is to remove these end caps. You will need to use a flat screwdriver. This is the way that you remove the end caps, and this is the way that you install them. Now that you know how to remove the end caps, go ahead and remove them. Next, you will need to remove the controls panel holding screws. Grab the control panel, pull it forward, lift it, and let it hang on its hinges. You remove the top panel the same way that you removed the one before. To close the controls panel, just bring it down, set it in place, screw in the two holding screws, and install the end caps. You should already know how to remove these pieces from the previous videos. If you don't, please go and view the videos before proceeding. Remove the door wires from the holding clips. Mark the back and the front of the drum with a magic marker so when you reinstall it, you put it the right way. Remove the two door springs. Remove the moisture sensor wire, the yellow with the red stripes on it. Remove the two front panel bottom screws, one on the left and one on the right. Next, you will need to remove these two screws. Go ahead and remove the two screws on top of the front panel. Grab the front panel, pull it out, and lower it, and take it right out. Lean it against the dryer. Just make sure it's not going to fall down because it could break the door switch. Put something on the floor to lay on it. Stick your hands like this and disconnect the belt from the idle and motor pulleys, like this. Use the belt to help you remove the drum like this. Now you have access to the drum rollers, thermal cutoff, high limit thermostat, heating element, operating thermostat, thermal fuse, the motor, the idle pulley, and the blower wheel. Use the belt to help you install the drum. Make sure you have it the right way and make sure that the drum is riding on top of the drum rollers. Lay down on the floor and stick your hands under the drum like this. Now you're going to install the belt by feeling, not by seeing. Grab the belt with your left hand and put it under the motor pulley. Move the belt to the right until it's tight and hold it with your right hand. Make sure it's on the motor pulley and then hold it with your left hand again. With your right hand, move the idle pulley to your left and place the belt on top of the idle pulley wheel like this. Make sure it's on top of the idle pulley wheel. Grab the drum and turn it clockwise for 1 or 2 revolutions so the belt will settle in place. If you install the belt the right way, the ridges should be facing the drum. If the ridges are facing up, you install it upside down and you will have to correct that. Grab the front panel and bring it to the front. Make sure that the 2 drum rollers are under the drum. In other words, the drum is riding on the 2 rollers. Then lift and put it in place. Screw in the 2 top panel holding screws. If you're using a drill like me, be careful you don't strip the holes. Screw in the 2 front panel holding screws on the bottom. Connect the moisture sensor yellow and red wire in place and install the 2 door springs. Putting the rest of the dryer together was covered on the previous videos. That was the way to take the dryer apart and put it back together again. For the best place to buy replacement parts online, visit Repair Clinic. When you buy parts from Repair Clinic, you have 365 days from the day of purchase to return the part for a refund or for a replacement. You can find links to Repair Clinic in my website.